Whenever you think of fishing locations, especially for fly fishing, I'm willing to bet that you'd never consider the city of Los Angeles being a potential fishing spot. You'll never guess that just north of this hectic urban environment, tucked behind the mountains and trees of the Angeles forest, lies a river where you can catch some of the most beautiful native California trout. Fish on! Oh my god, this is a big one! Whenever I run into people here, they always say, I never knew that there were fish here. And for me, that's probably one of the best things I can hear about a potential fishing location. Think of it as a good luck charm. Now, it's one thing to catch the fish, but today, we're gonna change it up by cooking it as well. Whenever you're shopping for meat at the supermarket, do you ever stop and wonder, where did this meat come from? Was it a live animal at one point, or was it grown in a lab? Well, today, we're not really gonna need to worry about any of that because we're gonna be catching and cooking our own meal. Hopefully. Either that or we go hungry. Alright, looks like that's the spot we'll be fishing today. Beautiful sunrise today. Let's grab my net. So today we're gonna be heading to the river to not only catch some fish, but hopefully do a catch and cook, which is something I've always wanted to do for a really long time. Because I've been fishing here for a couple of weeks now, and I've only really been doing catch and releases. So hopefully today we can catch a keeper and eat it by the river. What I've got tied on here now is I got I don't know if you get to see that, but got a little ant on here, and then down here I got a tiny little midge. So the fish are pretty active right now, so I wonder if they'll be eating onto the topwater dry fly. Dang, the fish are super active right now. Oh, dang. I just saw one rise up from my fly. Got him! Oh my god, there. He missed it. He came up for it, but he missed it. The fish are super active right now. Oh my god, did you guys see that? Alright, I'm gonna do a couple more casts, and then we're gonna try a different hole. Alright, we're gonna keep moving down. So for that first hole we were at, we definitely saw a lot of fish rising. I haven't seen fish that active. So I'm really hoping I can catch something on a dry fly for the really first time too. So this is gonna be our next hole, and hopefully I can just sneak up to it and maybe entice something with my dry fly. Now, I don't know if it was just foreshadowing or plain bad luck, but I spent the next 30 minutes or so trying to catch something on the dry fly without much results, but I'm definitely not going to give up on the dry fly yet. I'm going to come back another day and dedicate the entire day only to using the dry fly. So in the meantime, I switched back. Alright, we switched over to nymph. Let's see if we can get any luck off of this. There. Already had a fish on. Fish on. Oh, it's a decent sized one. Yes. Gotcha, buddy. Make sure to always wet your hands before handling the fish. And not to lose your rod. Alright, nice little wild rainbow. Alright, buddy. Hey, don't go out that way. No, see ya, buddy. Hopefully I didn't just spook off every fish in this hole by catching that. which honestly, I think I might have. Oh my god, the fish are so active right now. They're slapping the top of the water. So I definitely caught a decent sized one of that hole. Not a keeper though, a little bit too small, but I'm really glad to see that the fish are still rising and the fish are still pretty. Yo, that's a hawk. I don't know if I can see that, but there's a hawk flying around. Well, that might be either good or really bad, because I know hawks are hunting trout, and typically when birds of prey like that are around, trout get a little skittish. All right, let's see if we can sneak up. I usually use this rock to kind of hide myself whenever I'm trying to sneak up to this hole. Just crouch down. Ooh, fish hopping out of the water. Bunch of tiny ones though. None of them seem to want to do anything with the fly that we have on right now, so I might switch flies. Yeah, it seems like they don't want anything to do with the nymph that I have on right now, so I think, yeah. All right, you know what? Let's switch up our presentation. After switching to a new fly, I headed a little further upriver to look for another hole because the fish simply weren't biting at that one. Fish on! Oh my god, this is a big one! This is a keeper. Yes, fish on. Into the net, yes! Yes, let's go! This is a massive wild rainbow trout. We got him. We finally did. I think we finally caught ourselves a keeper after 2 days of fishing and getting absolutely nothing. We caught this beauty. Hey, buddy. Check that out. So I'm quickly gonna dispatch him, gut him, and then we'll get our meal cooking. Trout, look how beautiful those colors are. Now you don't have to descale it just because the scales on the trout are already pretty tiny, but I personally like to descale them before I eat them. I also like to kind of scratch that slime layer that they have on them, just so you don't get that fishy taste. Alright, so for today's catch and cook, I'm gonna do something fairly simple. I'm gonna fry the trout in some butter with some oil, and then I think the trick to all of this is using some fried red onion. It just adds a little bit of flavor, or not flavor, it adds a little bit of texture and crunch to it, and just gives it that extra saltiness, which definitely enhances the taste. And then we're also gonna put some salt, paprika, and some onion powder because who doesn't love onion powder? So the next part is we're definitely gonna need to gut the fish. And how you do that is pretty simple. You just cut it from its anal fin all the way up to its gills, and then cut right behind the gills and just pull all the guts out. And you make an incision right behind there. And then you just grab everything. And it should just come right out. Now you don't have to do this next step, but there's a little blood vein that goes right along its spine. And you just rub your nail against that and just scrape all that out. Stuff this trout. Cover and some should be good to put our fish on. Dang, look at that color. A little bit more salt on the eggs. And we're just gonna drizzle a little bit of lemon on top. And now for the secret stuff, the fried red onion. This is gonna add a little bit of crispiness, which is a good texture that who doesn't love crispiness, and a little bit of crunch and saltiness in the fried onions. And this is just gonna really tie everything together. Now just take a look at that. Dang, that looks absolutely amazing. You know, it's moments like this that really make me appreciate the fact that we have the ability to do this, that we can go outdoors to these beautiful locations to just enjoy nature, unwind, and honestly disconnect from the busyness and the hecticness of everyday life. It's really peaceful right now, and I'm definitely gonna remember this moment for a really long time. And I hope I can have more moments like this, and I hope I can share more moments like this with you guys. If you guys have any ideas on what I should do next, or if there's anything you want to see, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you want to watch more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. You know, I'm definitely going to be making more videos as time passes, and I can't wait to see what the future has for this channel. I love how flaky the meat is, and the bones are so tiny that the meat literally falls right off. They have no idea how satisfying this is. To come in, catch something, and just hook it right by where you caught it from. Man, that's so good. There's just so much flavor packed in this. The rosemary and the butter and the seasoning together. I tell you what, this is probably one of the best fish I've ever had. It's better than anything you can buy at the supermarket, I'll tell you that. And that's pretty much going to conclude today's adventure. If there's anything else you guys want to see, feel free to leave it down in the comments, and until next time.